All right then. So here am I back with the whiz, and for the longest time I would tell myself, "Oh my God, I don't really need to be doing any more of these because I've got so many already posted on the Practice Makes Profit channel, and I've got loads more in the archives. So I'm not exactly desperate for for the." And then I thought, do you know what? You're not just doing it for other people; you're doing it for yourself as well. So I feel a bit more relaxed about it now. And of course, because I've this sim, I've got it rigged, even though the Wizard of Odds doesn't realise it. I'm going to get a natural every time from now on. Yeah, it's so ridiculous when people say that. Well, it's me. Prats. It's a repeater. All right, back to the min. That didn't make much that time, but we didn't get to the 100. See, that's the thing, is, you repeat at 75 and you repeat at 100 because once you get to 100, you need at least 100 as your turnaround, payback, payoff, bonus, whatever. And at 75, 75 is enough, but you have to repeat the 75 win because the losses before it made it less than 75. It all makes perfect sense. And it would to you too if you thought about it. But anyway, that's not good. That's 1, 2, second. Uh-huh. And then 1, 2 this time as well. So that's 3, 2 minimum. 3, 2 drop is what I mean to say. So 3, 2 is the bet. Bug. 3, 4 now, because the push enables us to bump up to a turnaround bet. 3, 4. That worked. So we will take it. We don't have very much to show for our adventure, but better than a poke in the eye with a pointed stick. Not Vegas Matt's blunt stick, which makes no sense to me, although that also would be quite painful. No poking in the eyes with any kind of stick is, I think, what we can both agree is a bad plan. That'd be +1, wouldn't it? That'd be double for the push. Oh! Okay. So we are on, I think, 2, 3, but I'm not sure about that. Oh, look at that. Again! This has happened quite a few times recently. Do it again. All right. Now we've got to do it again, haven't we? Because look, this is not enough over here. Oh, that's because I had a silly... No. I'm going to have to increase that, I think. There we go. I don't know what went wrong there. I did something stupid. I do that from time to time, and I think you might find that you do too. On the other hand, you may be perfect. At least this time it didn't bloody push us. Rat bag. Oops. Okay, so that's 2, 3. That was a nice one. I liked that. I did like that. It didn't make a lot, but it was nice. I didn't like that one so much. All right, so now we're at 1, 2, third again. 3, 2 drop. Okay, 3, 2 is the bet. 1, 2. Is ace-6 against 2 a double down? I am a bit woolly about those, and I've been doing this for years, but I still struggle a bit with these. 8-6, 8, no, that's a hit. If it had been 3, it says. What the hell do they know? Bloody experts. Yeah, no, I think that was the right play. +1. That was fluky. +1. Bugger. Double for the tie. Sorry, push. Okay. So that's, I think I'm just going to call that 2-3. I'll take it. Stand. Oh, buggered. Double for the push. Double again for the push. 100 or less. That's enough. Don't be greedy. Double for the loss. 1-2, third. Definitely a double down. And a nice double down. Back to the min. We're not being too badly treated in this shoe, that's for sure. Double for the push. That was a pretty one. That's plus max. That's a mess, isn't it? Well, that's just as well. Do it again. Double it. Do it again. All right, back to the minimum. We did all right there. Double for the push. +1. Bugger. Oh, that was very pretty. Minimum. Double down. Okay, that didn't go so well. 51 second. 2-3 third. There are always maybes. Although it does tell you up there. All right, minimum again. Double down. +1. Split. +1. Do it again. All right, so we did well. We made nearly 3,000 on the first shoe in less than 9 minutes. And back to the min. Double for the loss. Repeat. Double for the push. 1, 2. Am I doing it wrong again? No, I think that's right. Not absolutely sure, but I'm going with it. Whatever mistakes you make, and you will make mistakes, just remember what you've done and revert to the core rules and fix it. Well, that's hard to fix, isn't it? So we're going to call that. I think that's a repeat. That's a double down. So that is going to be 3, 4, 7, 4, drop. Oh! Meanie. Double meanie. 7, 4 it is. 11, 8. Can you believe it? We're getting up there now. That was a good one. Was that 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4? 7, 8. Like that one. Okay, minimum. Bugger. Double for the tie. Split them against the 10 is not nice, but oh, it's nice when the dealer busts though. It works a lot better that way. +1. Plus max. That was a lot of clever catches there, wasn't it? Do that again. Split. Well, we got nailed there. Okay, so that's going to be 4, 5 because we lost 3 maxes. 4, 5 second. 9, 10 third. We might be running away from this one. We just got in there. 9, 10. So we had 2,000 on the table to protect our win of 4,250. So I don't think that was a terrible deal. But there are always people out there who will disagree with me and say, no, that was too big a risk. Ooh, we shouldn't have done that. Rubbish. Your money, your bankroll is your weapon. It's your only weapon. Well, your brain is pretty important, let's face it. But okay, so I think that's 1, 2 third. That worked, minimum. Wow, can't beat that kind of luck, can you? Another double for the tie. Double doon. That didn't work. All right, so we're looking at, I think we're looking at 3, 4 now, second. 7, 8 again. The shoe wants to do us in. That's a double. Well, we got our money back, didn't we? Woohoo. All right. Double down again. +1. 51 second. That's rude. Double for the push. Back to the min. Back to the min matters a lot. A huge amount. 51 second. Repeat. 1, 2. 3, 4 third. All right, 7, 4 drop. I think we're on 8, 4 now. Damn it. I think we're on 9, 4 now. Finally. Okay, 9, 4 it is. Uh-oh. 13.8. We're getting up there. We do need a dealer bust now. And we did not get it. Okay. So 13.8, that's murdered us. 24, we just lost. So that's 4, 2.5. And I'm going to run away from this. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to run away from it because it's going to run out anyway in a minute. So 4, 2.5 drop. Uh, 4, 2.5 is the bet. All right, so now we got 1.5, 2. We're still on the same flipping doodly flippity fippity thing. 1.5, 2. Well, how about that? All right. 6,000. We had to go to bat a little bit there, but we won 6,525. And, you know, as I tend to say at the end of these things, if there are still people out there who actually believe that I'm in some incredibly magical way manipulating the Wizard of Odds blackjack sim. And of course, in order to be able to say that, these have to be people who've never tried it themselves, who pay no attention to facts, who are undoubtedly MAGA voters. What can I say? I should try and stay away from politics because I'm in England, but of course I lived in America for so long that I guess in many ways I'm sort of like, I mean, more than half my life I spent in America, so and I'm quite elderly now, so when it's a close thing, it's like 38 years in America, and at that time it was more than half my life. But anyway, let's not worry about that. There you have it. Anyway, we've got a good situation. If you are dumb enough to think that there's some way that this sim can be manipulated, then why don't you have a chat with the Wizard of Odds? He usually replies to emails. He's an approachable sort of guy. He would be highly offended at the very idea that this thing can be manipulated. But you know, that's just how people are. But anyway, we made 6,125 in quite a bit less than 17 minutes. So I think that's pretty decent. There are people out there who will disagree with me. I can't do anything about that. So I'll catch you another time. All right then. So definitely time to revisit Baccarat Win Pro for a couple more, hopefully, winning shoes. You're never absolutely sure, but you're 99.99% sure, put it that way. So let's assume we're starting with a player bet. We're a little slowed down because I've got a job going on right now with the editing program, which usually slows the internet up a little bit. Oh, actually, it's going pretty fast, isn't it? That's 51 second on player. And that's 2-3 third on player. That's good. Back to the min. +1. +1. Yeah, this is when it sort of chews a bit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for the tie. Back down to plus max now. Chase that. And that's good. So we go back to the minimum. Double for the loss. Repeat. Yeah, it's definitely slowed up, but it's not terrible. I'm still getting people from time to time saying that obviously I know what's coming, and they don't seem capable of figuring out that the strategy never changes. So even if I did know what was coming, it wouldn't affect anything. It's like with the blackjack thing, which shows the value of both of the dealer's cards, even when only one dealer card is showing. It doesn't make any difference to me because I play the same way regardless. And there are blackjack games where they show you both dealers' cards, but then also, Alexa, stop.
This is a reminder.
All sorts of other terrible rules apply. I mean, like for instance, sort of a push is a dealer win, and all that sort of stuff. Now where the hell am I? Okay, I'll do another one. All right, and now we do plus max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's a repeater. Oh, this is looking nice, isn't it? Yeah, we're definitely affected by the. Oh goodness, we're running out of space. Oh, there we go. That's almost a relief. Okay, we just go back to the min now. Double for the loss. Repeat. 51 second. 2, 3 third. There we go. Double for the loss. Repeat. Minimum. Come on. Spit it out. Double for the loss. Repeat. Double for the tie. 100 or less. Plus max. Oh, I think I might have done that wrong. I did. That shouldn't have been a plus max. So the next one should be 50. 51 second. 2, 3 third. I think there's a minor screw up there. Well, we're okay. Plus 1. Yeah, all these people who offer programs on YouTube and elsewhere on the internet saying, learn to spot trends, learn to cash in on predictions and all the rest of it. It's all absolute BS. Total snake oil crap. And I'm not selling anything. I'm just saying to people, hey, just play the numbers, That's a repeat. That's a double, 100 or less for the tie. Don't do any more now. There we are, back to the min. Decent shoe. What happened there? Oh, we lost. Double for the tie. That's good enough. Because we hit our target. Double for the loss. Oops. All right, that'll do. Repeat. 1, 2 second. 3, 4. Oh no. Yeah, 3, 4. See that the brown one didn't show up down there. 3, 4 third. All right. Again, we continue back to the min. Double for the loss. repeat, minimum. Look at this down here, lots of blue there. 32 to 18, and it's 32 to 18. Because we haven't been to banker yet, have we? What was that? Double. 51 second. Repeat. Well, it really is going our way, isn't it, this one? They should all be like this. It should be mandatory. Can't see the house, the houses, the casino's going for it though somehow. I got a smile, I just watched Vegas Matt talking about how his bets are relatable. I mean, he seems like a smart man, but when he says silly things like that, you do wonder, did he inherit money from his dad? I mean, is that where his success comes from? Because if he thinks his bets are relatable, then he is simply not paying attention. He just lost 9,000 on a single bet on banker, as always, at Baccarat to celebrate 900,000 subscribers. I think they're buying subscribers. I really do. I mean, there's something fishy going on. That's a repeat. That looked weird, didn't it? That looked fishy right there. But anyway, I'm taking it. It wasn't fishy. Trust me, all right? Double for the loss. Repeat. 51 second. Repeat. 1, 2 second. There we go. Back to the min. Double for the loss. 1, 2 third. 3, 2 hopping, but not yet. Isn't that the way it always goes? Okay, so we're on 3, 2 on the bank. Save that shoe. A decent session balance, but with a rollover, of course. So we're starting with 3, 2 on the bank. Remember, it's very important, if you move to another table, you have to take it down and out with you. You have to keep following the rules until you get to turnaround. That really is annoying. And look at this. This is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? 3, 2 on the bank. 1, 2 on the bank. 1, 2 on the bank. 3, 5 on the bank. There we are. Okay, so that gives us a decent session balance now of 2,840. Minimum on the bank. +1 banker. Double for the tie. 1, 2 on the bank, second. 3, 5 again, third on the bank. There it is. Yeah, I do get these sort of occasional responses where people say, "Yeah, I see what you're doing. You're doing 3 losses and then, but 3 losses are common, so it won't work." Well, the trouble is that there's all these demos that show that it does work. So what are they talking about? So what I'm getting is people coming in and sort of like taking a quick look and then making a nasty reply and disappearing. They're not doing any research. They're not, so these are the people who are, you have to suspect are shills, barkers, trolls, house patsies, whatever. Anyway, what was that? Lost 50? What? 51 on the bank. Repeat it. That's good. We still don't really have much of a bill for commission, but I covered it anyway. So 51 second, double for the tie. So that's 3-5 yet again, third on the bank. Didn't get away with it that time, did we? So it's 8-5, and we're going to be switching to player as and when. I do hate that. Look at this. Winning hands that would have got us out of trouble. 8-5. 13-10. We might be running away. 23-25. Well, there we are. Taken care of nicely. All right. I mean, all I can say to anybody who's critical or suspicious or whatever is try it, take it or leave it. It's up to you. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not selling anything. It's there for you to do what the hell you want with, including nothing. But just don't start telling lies about it. I mean, like that arsehole, what's his name? Casino tit faker or whatever. What was that? What was that? See, when I start talking, I lose my drift. That's 1-2 on the player. 3-2, hopping. There it is. 5-4. 9. I think we better make it 9-15. Okay, so that's 2.5, 1.5, hopping, and we're going to run away from this one. So 2.5, 1.5, and we're coming to player when it's appropriate. I mean, this is just supposed to recreate what would happen in a casino. And remember, you don't move because it's going to improve. I mean, you hope it's going to improve your situation, but you don't move for that reason. 2.5, 1.5 is where we're at right now. And we want to play a win trigger. This is how it goes. Oh, sod it. 4 in a row? 2.5, 1.5 on the player. 4-3 on player. 1, 2, 3. Damn it! 7-8. Sometimes it's just not easy. 15-8 and we're running to the banker. Do I want to run away from this one? Not yet, I don't think. Look at that. Okay, so 15-8, but we're going to have to call it 15. No, we'll stick with 15-8 until we get to a win. Yes, okay. 23-16. Got to work this time. Fuck me. 23-16. 39-32. Bloody hell. This is bad news. But sometimes you've got to work for your money. All right, well, we're not getting that one. So 39, so that's 71-32. And I think we should run away from this one. It's not looking very nice, is it? Jesus, I've lost the bet already. So that's going to be 63. No, that's not right, is it? You see, this is the problem. And I'm looking at this here, the session balance, and I'm thinking, no, that's just not right. So I've slipped a cog here somewhere. It was 2.5, 1.5. And so that's 4-3. So that's 7-6. So that's 15-8. So we lost that one, 23-8. 39-32. So we're at 71-32. I think that's what I said way back, but then I, completely forgot. And I was thinking for a second that we weren't recording. 71-32. Okay, and we're running away from this one. Okay. And coming to player. Yeah, this is a challenge this time. But we got the money, right? That's the most important thing at this stage of the game. So we're waiting for a player win for the trigger. Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? Okay. 71. Uh-oh. There should be bigger chips. 71-32. Okay, so we'll call it 71-50 for the tie. We haven't been to the max for a long time. So we'll call it 21-25, I think. And we're out. Okay, not a fantastic session balance, but considering, so we didn't have any losses that time, did we? I mean, that's what this is all about. Just keep moving until you hit the right spot. Anyway, let's just for the fun of it, go back down to the minimum on player. Double for the loss. Repeat. 51. Yeah, sometimes you really do have to work. But people who are inclined to say, yeah, well, that means that your strategy is rubbish, that it doesn't work. Well, the point is, the house strategy is about as consistent and passive as you could possibly imagine. They don't choose the bets. They don't choose the games. They don't choose the timing. They don't do anything other than trust the numbers. That's the whole game for the house. Trust the numbers. And if you do the same thing with a decent amount of money behind you, then you will beat them, because you're making all the smart choices. They're not making any choices. All they do is trust the numbers. I mean, I can say that until I'm blue in the face, and there are people out there, they just don't pay attention. That's how it goes. Anyway, did we just turn around? I think it's a repeat, isn't it? Yeah, it's a repeat. Right, now we're back to the minimum. Double for the loss. I think people tend to, most people tend to lose sight of the fact that their personalities, their emotions, their stupidity is the number one weapon for the casino. Number two, of course, is the numbers. But the most important thing is that even the people who know the game and all the rest never take enough money into the game to win. And this is why I get boring about it. But I say, if you can't afford to win, you should not bet. It doesn't make any sense. So here we are. I mean, we just had to. Good God, that was an enormous amount of money went into that. But we can see the volume eventually. I mean, I'll find it somewhere. But it's huge, is what it is. All right, so back to the min on player. Double for the tie. 51. Repeat. Minimum. Double for the tie. 3-2. Hopping. There it is. 3-2. 1-2. All right, we've got a little bit of commission to pay there, but that's all right. We'll get that back in a minute. Double for the loss. Repeat. 51. And here's where we get the commission back with any luck. There we are. So I'll count that commission wiped out now. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Repeat. Yeah, you get any bonuses while you're, double ups after a tie or whatever on bank, then count that against the commission bill, as a positive against the negative. Because, greed is definitely not a part of what we're doing here. It is it's so far from that, it's ridiculous. All right, so minimum on the bank. +1. 51 on the bank. Oops. Usual problem here. Damn it! Do as you're told, will you? Okay, so we made that one. So we don't need, as it happens. All right, back to the minimum. One, two. Am I in the right place? Did I do this right? Did I just mess up? Damn it, I'm in the wrong place. 75 should be on banker now. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. No, repeat on the bank. 2, 4 on the bank. There we are. Back to the min. Yeah, you have to maintain concentration and confidence and all those things, which means stay away from that shit that they shovel at you, the so-called free booze, the most expensive cocktails you'll ever have. But Vegas Matt talks about that. Well, I'm not talking him up as a sort of a paragon of gambling. He's exactly the opposite, actually. I mean, he's a complete bloody lunatic. And this thing about his bets are relatable. What a wally. Oh, dear. Why did I lose 200 there? So we got to call it 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. All right, 6, 10. I'm fed up with this. All right, so that's 16, 10 on player. 16, 10. 2620. Well, getting up there again. Okay, so we'll call it 610. And we're out. So we're doing all right. We're going to end up, right now we're at 26 minutes. So we're not doing too shabbily one way or another. And yes, there was a lot of money in play, but that's the game. The house has a lot of money in play all the time, but they trust the numbers. Yeah, it's funny. I think what I need to do is adopt. There used to be a British abbreviation, TTFN, ta-ta for now. I mean, that's terribly twee and very old-fashioned and all the rest of it. But if you have trust the fucking numbers, then you've got TTFN. So I think I'm going to start using that. I'm going to put it all over these videos and it'll pop up every so often. TTFN! What do you think? Let me know. Or not. All right, so that's that. Double for the win. Double for the tie, 100 or less. That's a repeat. So now it's 2-3, third on the player. 5-3 going to the banker. Oh, you rat bag. Double rat bag. 5-3 on the bank. 2-4 on the bank. We'll call it 6-10 on the bank again. There we are. Happy campers. I think we're covering all the commission quite well, actually. Just remember, there is wiggle room here, but you do need to drop back to the core strategy if you start to get into trouble. Trust me. You never want to trust anybody who says, trust me. But never mind, I can't do anything else. I think that's probably a repeat. Yep. Minimum. We're nearly done with this shoe, I think. Uh, 51 on the bank. Oh dear. Do I want to do the 2-3 on the bank? Nah, I don't think so. Save that shoe. And let's go and have a look at the results. Oh, thank goodness, there are 4 shoes. I always think I've probably screwed up at some point, you know. So what are we looking at? We're looking at 69, so we're looking at 8,332. It's decent. We got a decent amount of money out of that, let's face it. So shoe 1313. Oh, I thought I'd done that already. Huh. 40 into 4150 is 100, isn't it? Near enough. And 26 into 1775 is certainly a bit less, quite a bit less than 100. So that one worked out. But I mean, look at that line there. There's not much. Look at this. I mean, it's sort of like it's blue heaven. So next one. Not so good, I think. So we ran away at a bad time because we ran away here, and then banker hit a run here, hand fought, so it was not a dangerous. I mean, we could easily have survived that. We'd have done well there, but I chose not to, and that's the thing. I mean, in all the time that I've sort of talked about the gag rule, the get up and go rule, it's not about improving your numbers, although that's what you hope. But it's for you. It's for you to sort of draw breath, step back for a bit, and just wait and see. Next one is a total bloody disaster. 0 wins and 6 losses for a total of an average of 12,000 each, damn nearly. I mean, oh my God, that was horrible. And yet, look at all this. The hop would have got us out of trouble here, no doubt. I mean, no doubt whatsoever. So again, it's up to you when you hop, if you hop, and all that. But the next one is going to be fine, I think. 33 into 82,000 and 27 into 4,600. I mean, come on, peeps. Jeepers, creepers. That's a beauty. Anyway, next time. Yeah, if you honestly believe that the bets that you've seen here are too high, too ridiculous, too whatever, unreachable, impossible, then all you can do is just carry on doing what you do and keep losing. Because as long as you take too little money to the tables and give up too soon, then you will lose. It's just a mathematical certainty.